Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to GBear Soft Grid Ways, homestead in the desert. And here we are. Look at this. Just going on 4 p.m. The wind's been blowing like this all day. They came up just before I woke up this morning, and they've been going all day. So, I've been hunkered down. And if you're wondering why the temperature is so high inside the cabin, that's 21 degrees higher than outside. No, I don't have the heater on. But in order to pass some time away, what I did was I got to doing some baking. And my oven is on right now. And as you can see, it says 375. And in about 5 minutes, I will be removing something that smells really good from here. No, not banana bread, salty. French bread. Oh my gosh, look at those. They look delicious. So yeah, just a few more minutes on those and they'll be ready to take out and then set them on a rack and cool. And that's the hardest part, because it smells so good. You just want to cut into it and put some melting butter on it while it's nice and hot. The only problem with that is that when you cut into them while they're still hot, you release some very important steam that's inside of there, which needs to finish cooking the inside of the loaf. So you've got to hold off on that. You just can't go for it, even though, I mean, like I said, it is really, really hard not to. It smells really good in here. So anyway, another thing I did was I had an avocado for lunch, and since my avocado tree out there is history, I figured I'll start another one. And this one I'll keep indoors here. I'll get a pot going and put it in the front room, and I'll keep it indoors for a year or two and let it get really super strong, and then I'll graft it. Because I think I've told you before, avocados are not true to seed. And true to seed means if you take a seed from the fruit from the tree and plant it, you will get another tree, but not necessarily one that produces delicious edible fruit. And not the same fruit that you got the seed from. So you actually have to graft certain fruit trees. Now, let's see, citrus trees are all true to seed. So if you want to start a citrus seed tree, you can take the citrus pit like this, dry it, and then crack it, and take the harder outer shell out, and get the seed that's from the inside, stick it in some moist soil, and you'll get a sprout out of it, and you can start a new tree. And remember, it's going to be anywhere depending on your weather and the climate and the altitude and all of that. When you do a citrus tree, they don't like cold at all. So if you got frost, you've got to protect them from the frost. But you will get a nice tree out of it, but you've got to have some place to keep them warm. That's why I got my greenhouse. I got my citrus trees in the greenhouse this year. And I've got some tiki torch lamps and some fuel. So if there's going to be some freezing nights, I'll light a few of those tiki torches inside of the greenhouse to try to keep it above the freezing level. And maybe my citrus trees will all survive. We will survive. Yeah. All right, anyway, that's another thing was I got up this morning and I noticed there's a whole bunch of speckles on my solar panels. Even though I didn't hear it, it looks like we might have had a little brief shower, because the dust has all the little speckles in it, like it got sprinkled on. But it didn't record anything on my meter, because of course it was wasn't anything that would register. Probably less than a thousandth of an inch, just a little spritz like that. So anyway, that's what we got going today. And the tarp is blowing off of my tote koozie area. So I'll have to get that fixed up. But if you look out this way, you can see all the bushes and trees are all jumping around and dancing. They're doing the desert dance. And the ghost swing is doing its thing. Oh, that was weird. It was swinging really high, and then I turned towards it and it stopped. I guess those ghosts are a little bit shy. Anyway, yeah, that's why I'm not out there. I think even with my wind-resistant microphone, you'd have trouble understanding what I was saying with the amount of wind that's blowing out there. It's just another one of those days. What could I say? I'm glad I got my laundry done on the weekend, because there would be no doing laundry today. And I put the clothes in the dryer, and they may not dry until they land somewhere else on somebody else's property. Yeah, my dryer is a clothesline. Okay, so that's about all I have for today. I just wanted to catch you up on that. And I got to go take my bread out of the oven now, so I'm going to call this one and say thank you for joining me. And don't forget, thumbs up's down there, subscribes down there, and shares down there. This is GBear signing off.